How is it important to use information? Now the question is, have you ever thought about all of this? Now some of this, we've treated it, so we'll just keep them. I have two questions here. What is information? What is literacy? And who is a literate person? What is information literacy? So basically, we're going to treat this, then we move further to the next phase. Information. Now, I had to go online to get something I need, basically, so you can actually understand what I'm talking about. There are definitions where you say information is just data process and process data, so to speak. So it goes like you have your computer input, process, and output, right? So you go from data, process, and information. You understand? So it works that way. But we need more complete definition. We need something that we So information is defined as data that is accurate and timely. Two specific and organized purpose, three presented within a context that gives it meaning and relevance. Four can lead to an increase in understanding and decrease in uncertainty. Information is valuable because it can affect behavior, decision, or outcome. The truth is that information can either feed you, not you, but you can feed someone. There are messages you just receive and you just have an attack or something. It happens. So that's partly why that's
your sister.
Dr. was talking about situation. So that was from web finance and yes. Now I have to do this to explain certain concepts to us. That's why I had to put the reference actually. And I'll come to that. On this other part, it talks about I specifically add this because of this and this. Alright? The facts and data. Like I mentioned, you go from data, you have to process the data, then you have information. For instance, my name, Aboye Enio, it's my name. My age says it's my address, Ciorosity. All of these things are data, alright? If you put them together, I have a phone number, I have email address. If you put them together, you have what? So that's the reason why I have to add that. Moving forward, what's literacy? Sorry, I'm trying to rush on because of time. Literacy is the ability to read, write, speak, and listen in a way that lets us communicate effectively and make sense of the world. Now, traditional definition of literacy or traditional dictionary definition of literacy says the ability to read and write. Is that correct? Now, there is something. How about reading and not understanding? How about writing and not knowing where to put your punctuation mark? Do you understand? Yes. So if I'm to define that, alright, I'm going to add something like understanding. Alright? Perhaps it's subsumed in it, or I don't know, but it has to be spelled out. So a couple of this section, I have to go, to get something that you'll be able to relate, So I got this, is the ability to read, to write, to speak, and to listen. Now, there is an important aspect of this definition I want to, speak to us about, and that's listening. I was going to talk to, I have contributions to make when they were talking here, but then I had to pay attention to what they were saying. But some of us don't know how to listen, but we know how to talk. Alright? So that's why I had to add this, because you'll be able to relate with this. And I got it from National Literacy Trust. It's an organization in the UK. So you see the link. So when you see the link, this is .uk, .org.uk, it's an organization in the UK. Alright? So I had to reference it, I'll come to that as well. Partly, somebody mentioned plagiarism there. So this is why we're doing this, I'll tell you why. Now, a literate person is someone who can do the above. If you can do this, then you consider you a literate person. Now, for me, I want to scenario a situation where when you walk out of this door, you walk out as a literate person, or someone who has information literacy skills, so to speak. Moving on, sorry, I'm cautioning. So what is information literacy? Actually, this word, information literacy, was coined by one called Zukoski. Then he was the president of the Information Industry Association in the US. He wrote a proposal to the US National Commission on Library and Information Science. So that was actually coined this word. Alright? So that was this was in 1974. So in 1989, that's 15 years later, alright, we now have the definition of it. So information literacy is defined to be an information literate, rather, the person must be able to recognize when information is needed and have the ability to locate, evaluate, and use effectively the needed information. ALA, that's ALA President, American Library Association, Presidential Committee on Information Literacy in 1989. Now, there are words that are in green or highlighted, recognized needed. These are basically the components of information literacy. As we move on to specificity. Now, if you observe as you're coming down, there are slides I referenced, where I got my different from, right? So I referenced them. So that's where you have this use effectively, alright? You have to use it in an ethical manner. As a writer, it's important. If he's a journalist, if he wants to write and got any information from any source, you have to reference it. There are different referencing styles, alright? Harvard, APA, NLA, and the rest of them, alright? So there are actually two images like this, and that's the source. So I had to add this because to explain certain concepts which we have seen in the definition: evaluate, discover, communicate, cite. And you see, when they say evaluate, you have to come to the source. You understand? So you have to look at the information, where you're fetching it from. You have to look at it. You have to actually, am I propagating fake news or fake? You understand the information? Am I misinforming the people? All of these things are things you have to consider. Alright? That's why some of you ask a question like, okay, some journalists are wrong, some this and some that. You don't have to propagate fake news. If you're unsure of it, then don't share it. Alright? Like Dr. Ibituru said, like during that time, when they are running banks and all that, because you have to come to this place, that's called investigative journalism, alright? You have to come down to where the thing is happening, to know exactly. So when you're reporting what? First-hand information. This guy on TVC also does the same thing. Babajide, I don't know, how many of you listen to TVC news? So Babajide does the same thing as well. Alright. We travel all the way from Lagos to Borno and all that, so just to report first hand. So it's not what you're being told. You understand? Because even if you go to the law court on that hearsay or what you're being told, it's not hold. So discover. You have to go and search for the information. You have to search for it. Alright? That's where you have to do your research, and it's also good for us to be more curious. That's why I started the first one. Alright? If you're more curious, you will learn more, you will know more, because you have an open mind, right? So that's like things like instead of you having a fixed or closed mind, you have a growth mindset. Do you understand? Alright. So communicate. You have to publish, you have to, research and data management and the rest of them. Then cite. That's, you saw the references I was doing, right? So that's the citing. Because to prevent plagiarism, right? Plagiarism is simply copying from other sources to present as yours. That's cheating. Alright? It's not, I don't know, in this part of the world, like, not very common. Although the universities are doing that, but it's not really strict, Because if you understand where I'm coming from, then you will take it seriously. Moving on. Yeah, I talked about citations and all that. So that's some of them. IDB, citation style, and the rest. Then this is like the house, talking about information literacy and so on, right? So you have media literacy, you have research and library skills, you have critical literacy, you have information ethics. So all of these things, under information ethics, you have copyright, security, privacy, and the rest of them. There's a slide I'm going to show you. Let me just move to the first slide actually. Okay, something like this. Now, this is Web Finance, INC, all rights reserved. All rights reserved. Alright? Unauthorized duplication in whole or in part strictly prohibited. That you're not to copy whether all or some. Alright? We said it's prohibited. That means you have to give them credit if you're using their work. Alright? Okay. So imagine someone steals your work. Your intellectual property. I don't joke with this. I don't steal people's work. Do you understand? I don't. Because I know the implications. So you all too should build that mindset. You should have such mind. You don't just go online and copy someone's stuff. No. The same Dr. Vito talked about knowledge bank. It's very important. If you don't read, you will not know. Facts. Alright? If you don't read, you will not know. So even if you make mistakes, that's why he talked about learning, unlearning, I think, and relearning. You understand? So all of these things are necessary for us to grow. And as a writer, it's important for you. As a teacher, it's important for you. As a businessman or businesswoman, it's important for you. So sorry, let me just do it faster. Okay. Yeah, so things like copyrights, security, privacy, that's how I got to show you that one. Critical reasoning, critical thinking, critical reading and critical thinking. That's under critical literacy. How many of you know how to play chess here? I'm not talking about chess knowledge, I'm talking about chess ability. So just so you can distinguish between the two. When you say chess knowledge, it means like I know the names of the pieces, I know how they move. Those are chess, that's called chess knowledge. But when I talk about chess ability, that means you will be able to beat someone with the money play. You have the knowledge, you have the ability to play. It's very good. I urge the rest of you guys who have no idea what it is to learn and play chess. You know why? I recently wrote an article on chess. Yeah, about chess's life and chess life. Unfortunately, I'm not going to share it, sorry. Yeah, because I'm about to publish it, so I'm going to share it. So, if you play chess often, it will help you to do this. It will help you to be creative. In fact, it's the best educational tool I've seen actually. Yeah. Trust me, it's the best I've seen. Now, research and library skills section. This is very important. If you go online and you search, like you go to Google, because even the preschoolers know what Google is. So if you go to Google, that's the second great most intuitive name in the world. Google. The first is Coca-Cola, the second is Google. So every country can carry uses Google. So if you go there to search, you will see, okay, like there was, I think I searched information literacy, and I have query results of, I think 764 million results that's from Google in less than, I think that's 0.83 seconds. Yes. It works like that because of the search technology for building brands. That's what Google is. But if you try to narrow your search, because I just typed information literacy, so it fetched that. But if I decide to say this is Boolean logic means just 0 and 1. Those of you, how many of you have done logic? You will do that. You do logic. So it's 0 and 1. So if you search, like say I want to search for something and just say information plus this, the query result. Alright? So that's why you see some people search the right information. That's the query the right result. You understand? Then visual literacy, computer literacy. Now, this is my part. Okay, components of information literacy. We talked about this. Identify the sentinel's need, find the sentinel's access, evaluate, apply the sentinel's use, acknowledge that it exists. You have to reference your source. Very important. Writing and the writer, they've all talked about this, so I'm going to skip it. There is no point. Elements of writing: purpose, audience, clarity, unity, and coherence. Okay, basically what this is talking about, what are you writing for? What are you writing for? You should have a purpose in mind. Like, are you writing to inform your audience, or you're writing to entertain them, or you're writing to persuade them? You understand? You have to know your purpose of writing. Very important. Then your audience, which your target audience. Clarity, of course. You don't have to use ambiguous words. We talked about that here. Unity, very important. Coherence. It's a simple language. It's not talking about order. That's logical. You understand? It has to be consistent. You get. So another thing that will help you too is you have to build your vocabulary. Very important. You know, my lecturer friend in Uniform was telling me that one thing he discovered, about the students in school is they don't understand English. Yeah. So sometimes you might use words that you expect them to understand, but they don't understand. So how do you communicate when you don't understand? It's important. It's our official listening language. Moving on. Computer literacy. I want to focus on this part, and I was expecting that we'll have some of these top shots here, big shots, but they are not there. Okay. Computer literacy is defined as the knowledge and ability to utilize computers and related technology efficiently, alright, with a range of skills covering levels from elementary use with computer programming and advanced problem solving. Okay. I got this from Wikipedia. Then, okay, I have to tell you something. In some places, you don't reference Wikipedia. Right? In my school, I don't reference Wikipedia. So, take note of that. It's important. The reason is simple. Wikipedia, as you also tell you can also add your students. Even when you don't have your students. Alright? So it's important to take note of that. So now computer programming or coding, they are words that are interchangeably used, that is computer programming or coding. Like I said earlier. So coding makes it possible for us to develop apps, software, and websites. For instance, your phone's OS is operating system, all right, and the apps running on it are made from coding, all right. So you interact. It's not what you hold, the phone, as you're holding it, is the hardware. Exactly. What you interact with is software. Alright? When you punch anything or eat anything, use whatever you want, it's the software that does that. That's what you interact with. So there are so many apps that allows you games and the rest. They are developed by what? Programming. Moving on. Okay, Beatrice, is it there? When I finish this, you play the video. Okay, wait, sorry. Hold on. The new literacy is coding. Alright, I will show you why I say so. Now,
I'll pick it up from there.
The coding literacy, let's take our time to read this. The coding literacy movement is in full swing. Websites such as codacademy.org and code.org have made teaching computer programming to everyone their central mission. Code.org not only has the backing of Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and Microsoft founder Bill Gates, it also convinced the then U.S. Representative Eric Cantor and U.S. President Barack Obama to record video spots promoting the code for everyone agenda. Okay. President Obama was called the coder-in-chief while promoting code.org. The New York Mayor Bill de Blasio argued that take this part is very important for the young ones. De Blasio argued that too many students are learning to type when they should be learning to code. You're learning to type when you should be learning to program computer. What's coding basically? Write instructions for the computer to perform a task. Alright? So these are the things that you should be learning, and not learning how to type using Marcus speaking and the rest of those typing videos. Alright? Now, you can get the part of this whole thing was written by this lady, an MP, in 2017, that's the year before last, coding literacy, how computer programming is changing writing. Alright? Beatrice.
Sir?
Please, can you play the video?
So,
no, the video.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just take a moment and see. It was when Obama was.
Hi, everybody. This week, I'm proud to join the students, teachers, businesses, and nonprofit organizations taking big new steps to support computer science in America's schools. Learning these skills isn't just important for your future, it's important for our country's future. If we want America to stay on the cutting edge, we need young Americans like you to master the tools and technology that will change the way we do just about everything. That's why I'm asking you to get involved. Don't just buy a new video game, make one. Don't just download the latest app, help design it. Don't just play on your phone, program it. No one's born a computer scientist, but with a little hard work and some math and science, just about anyone can become one. This week is your chance to give it a shot. And don't let anyone tell you you can't. Whether you're a young man or a young woman, whether you live in a city or a rural area, computers are going to be a big part of your future. And if you're willing to work and study hard, that future is yours to shape. Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you, Bitrus. The message is clear. Go ahead, right? So, partly the reason I launched the Code Data platform, right, is for the mental health people, right? Because if you go to Lagos, you will see Code Lagos, Indela, CC Hub, and the rest of them, they are there, right? But you come down this side, nothing much has been happening. So, for us, we want to remove people from creeks and streets to coders. Just to transform, we just want to, that's our mindset, respect the launching of that platform. Moving on. Now, how many of you know Steve Jobs? He's late. Before he died, he said something. Everybody in this country should learn how to program a computer because it teaches you how to think. You know, what are the days when people went to work with their manual skills, right? Their hand, like what you can do with your hands and all that. Today, it's your manual skills, all right? I know, hello? Hope I'm talking to people. So today it has changed. So I actually added this is a code snippet I've added for you to see. This is a /script, that's JavaScript. Okay, that's that part. This is CSS bits. You see DID. When you start learning, you will know of it. Then I think okay, it's ended the break. The HTML part is also there. So you do this. This is a programming language. This is JavaScript, also a programming language, HTML and CSS. All right. The CSS is cascaded fashion. It's also a programming language. A popular guy we know, Mark Zuckerberg, he said, in 15 years, we'll be teaching programming, just like reading and writing. That's why we are here. You know, I'm wondering why we didn't do it sooner. Mark Zuckerberg said that. This was, I think, 2015. So, and there are so many organizations now working coding. If you don't even know anything, I'm asking you now, learn one programming language. Think about it. That's Google, you go and search. When you go to Google, you just go there and search. It's written in, it's written in what do you call it, Python. Google is written in Python, C, and C#. Alright? So now heading to writing and coding. I've added the bits here. How many of you know Fiverr? I use Fiverr. Sure. So it's just a freelance platform. Added this guy and publish. You can write as content developers or software companies. That's if you're good with your writing, very important. When you know how to read your words, very important. That's where I do more creative writing. Fiverr, you can start a blog, you mentioned it here. Sign up with content sites, e.g. thiscrowdsourcing.com. You can sign up with them. You can become a copywriter. For example, you can register as enter a writing contest. Your partner does. You have improved your skill. Okay. Writing, like every other craft, something you can practice and improve on over time. You understand? Hello? Like every other skill, you can practice it. Sometimes the time to practice, it's not an easy one. Those painstaking moments you see in your writing and all that, it's not an easy one. Okay, you just have to do it. Alright? Then write a book and publish it. Go to np.com, Medium, Forbes, Magazine, and Huffington. Okay? I'm actually looking at this too for my article. It's very nice, but I don't want to share it. coding. You can make an app or make apps, game, animations, working for small business, run tutorials, trainings, freelance via Upwork, former Elance. Their name was Elance, not to Upwork. So don't start coding from there, start programming, design websites. You can change the world of these things. But like they said, you shouldn't make money the same time. I had a talk, as a career talk at Greenport with the students of Bible Education Science. I asked them what motivates you. Very important. In GE, that General Electric, they are hiring and firing or promotion this thing, ladder. Experience. This isn't the least. You have things like passion, you have things like motivation, you have things like capacity. If you have the capacity to do the job, you understand. Experience is your least experience. Because they can train you, they know they can train you. So it's not even that. Alright? You want to know how passionate or motivated you are. So it's important. So when I asked them, of all the guys that spoke, one said money. I was impressed actually, quite frankly. Alright? Now you might want to know why. First thing first, I asked them, how many of you live on campus? Very few. That means like 90% of them come from off campus. It means they pay transport from where to get to the school, right? But the shirts they put on, like their clothes, they bought them, right? And they bought them clothes. So it's not a bad motivation factor or a factor, right? It's not a bad one. But let's not be your central goal. That's the point. You understand? If not, you miss it. Moving on. So, why should we be concerned with the kind and source of why should we be concerned? Oh, sorry, that's wrong. Okay. Why should, as a writer, why should we be concerned? As a teacher, why should we be concerned? As a business person or whatever, why should we be concerned with your source? And all of those. So I managed to list these three things, and for students, this is important. Alright? For students, learn how to do your work yourself. I know this education system doesn't actually allow you to do that because much of the work just come into your work and all that. You go to pass exams, you get your paper. It doesn't ask you to motivate, it doesn't ask you to motivate. So you don't have all of this in school. But with your own individual work, your hard work, you get to be punished. I was telling a friend 2 days ago that when I was in school, at some point, if assignment is given to me, I will go to the library because they have good libraries in Singapore. So I'll just go and read, amass my with so much information there. I'll just go. By the time you have typed like 8 pages without even looking anywhere. But I have to reference the books, the materials I use. Alright? So you have to go get to that point. It's not an easy task, but then hard work pays. I told you, hard work pays. So fake news. You can go to factchecking.org to check to see if the site is legit or not. Because when I was in Lagos, even as a developer or as a computer savvy person, or intermediate user, or advanced user, or expert user, sometimes you might not know that the site is not legit. I'm telling you, because sometimes you might not know. You have to pay attention. Like when I was in Lagos, there are these Yahoo guys, they actually, he showed me it was well designed. Alright? The platform where I think it's for loan. So you just pay some money. They'll tell you pay 2,500 and they give you loan. you can use that to express it's a rare from professional design and yes. So even when you want to do your online transactions, those account numbers you see online as well, also pay attention. Because sometimes what they do, they remove one of the numbers and put their own. And still that same page, you will see like I have someone who person owns this national what do you call it, ID card or something, identity card. You will not know that the person hasn't gotten this. Computers can do it, right? Copyright infringements, fake news, and the rest of it. Just ensure you're doing the right thing. If you don't know, ask questions. That's why I said you should be more curious. So, I have a question. How can we raise information literacy level in our secondary schools? It's very important. You want to be a writer? It's important. Teacher, doctor, lawyer, whatever you want to do, right? It's important. There was a time I shared the content I don't, okay, someone just shared it and I had to like share it. And my friend in the group was like, where did you get this from? How come you're sharing it? And I was like, okay, someone just sent it to me. You know, I said, you shouldn't be doing this. I don't expect you to be doing this. You understand? So there are levels that you get over and people don't get. So he was one that told me actually that this Canadian side. Alright. Yeah. Thank you very much. So this is still okay. Maybe you can write it down and we'll talk about it. Thank you very much for being here. So, you are there. Yes, I'm sure. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bengo, for that very educative presentation. I want to call on the second speaker, Mr. Haniel Duja, to speak to us on graphics and writing. Welcome, sir.
When did you save it? When did you save it? This one? Yes. Can you call me? Yes.
No, good afternoon, sir.
Okay, talking on graphics and the media, how important the media is and graphics is to the
Sorry for this. I didn't even think
but before I do so, maybe I'll just kind of very nice, very short. It's in the major thing. Because regards, we talked about a lot of things. We talked about money, because if your focus is on money, you won't go far. Focus should be on solving the problem of which income will be trying to do. But you also have to understand the process. It takes time. 5, 6, 7 years of consistency before you get to that point of making so much money as you want. Because if you're not consistent, even God, our Father in heaven, He will not bless you. Actually, the topic is the importance of visual representation and media marketing as a writer. What is writing? For me, writing is a creative arrangement of words that communicates to the reader your thoughts. So as a writer, when I say writing, I don't mean just picking up the pen and writing ABCDs, making a content with different words. So there must be arrangement. That means your words must be able to strike an emotion in the heart of the person you're trying to communicate to. Because if your words doesn't interest me, why then will I read? It's not interesting. The article is not interesting. I won't read. So your writing is supposed to be able to convey the thoughts in your head, because as let's say you're a creative writer, that you don't just deal on maybe news or certain information. It's more about what you're thinking, your illusions, more about those things that are hidden in your mind. You being able to communicate it in a way that when somebody reads it, the person will be getting exactly that thought that is in your head and not something different. Because if you're not able to arrange and communicate very well, the moment you send those words out, somebody might read it and the meaning is getting from it is totally different from your intended idea. It's totally different from your intended idea. So, I say writing is more like the illusion brought through. That's when you're talking about creative writing. Because even if it's just publishing, if you're just publishing a news and it's not interesting, I won't read. That means you must also add creativity into, even if it's just your normal publication. And even if it's someone's writing and you're reviewing it, there must be a very large touch of creativity in it, so that you'll be able to attract the desired audience you need. Okay. Visual representation is very important when it comes to writing. So let me take, for instance, you're an author of a book. Okay, let's use this as an example. This same book, the Kindle Dreams. If you're given one of these, which should you read? This other one. Why? No, outside the visual representation, what's from the name of the book and the picture of it, does it tell Rekindle Dreams? It's showing someone that looks a little bit lost. And so that means the way you show your content visually also matters. I was on a news page, this evening, and we were talking about something that happened 10 years ago, about Kanye West and some of these. All those stuff really doesn't interest me, but as a writer, I also write the publishing a book by next year. All those stuff doesn't interest me, but you have to also read why, so you understand the things happening. What kept me on that side was the pictures that were there. But photography is also a part of graphic design. It's visual representation. The pictures of the event 10 years ago. While I was scrolling, there are about over 10 pictures, and they segmented their writings. That's their creativity. And they're able to communicate in an interesting pattern that after I scroll up a picture, my eye will go to a particular word that will keep me on that particular point they're trying to make, and I will read it. I'm going to the next picture. I will also, that got me to read the whole article. Why? Their visual representation was what made me read the article in totality. So let's say if they just put up writings like that, after I read the first 3 lines, if it doesn't interest me, I'm off the page. So graphical representation, because seeing that alone will strike an emotion. Colors has a way of, most people they prefer things they see. That's why people tend to watch movies more than they read books. Because it strikes, you see, like my mom always say, the eye is the window to the soul. So the eye, although it's not only that part that is the window to the soul, but the eye has a lot to do. So I have this book, I have that book, it's the same content, totally the same thing, something very interesting. But yet, I often feel this one is quite cheaper. Maybe if you tell me buy this, maybe someone that has read it is saying, this is quite interesting. I can't pay maybe 1,500 to get this. I'll be like, oh, maybe it's a very old book that you're trying to do with. I'll borrow me your home and read. I'll give you a book back. But that one, if someone tells you to get it for 3,000 and someone you know is telling you the content is good, you go for it. Because people that read, it only takes someone that's taking a lot of time to build consistency in always picking up the book, even not minding what the cover looks like to read, that will go for something like this because what is interested in the content. But for someone that is coming up and the way the world is going, everybody is always with the phone. To get people to read your book, to get your article to read, even online, you need a good visual representation so that when they get it, the book alone, the cover alone, the cover design, whether a magazine, whether just a news article cover, is already striking the message to some extent that is attracting them to just come, okay, let me see, even if it's not something I'm really interested in, but because of the visual representation it's giving, okay, let me see what he's trying to say. And the person tends to read the whole thing. So visual representation is very important. Also, okay, if your visual representation do not strike an emotion, the main purpose of going visual has been defeated. Okay, before I continue, from these two magazine covers, I got this from Google. Just search something and see, what is the first thing that strikes your mind? What is the first thing that strikes your mind? Fashion. So without you even going through the magazine, you know what 90% of what you do inside is fashion related. So the reason, the idea of the whole magazine has been communicated even before you open it. Because their graphic representation is good. So if your graphic representation is not able to strike the emotion, is not able to make somebody want to go through that thing you've written, because it might be a very skilled writer, but the way the world is going, if you're not good, if you don't have something that will interest people graphically, colors strike emotions. You don't have something that will draw someone to your page, to your book, you may not even sell. Except maybe someone that just loves reading and might just pick up anything and just try to get through the content. So your visual representation must be able to awaken the mind of your reader to the reality of your article, book, or whatever thing you're writing. So it's very important that you have a good graphical representation for whatever thing you're writing, be it an article, it might be something very short. You can just do a few second video of something good and you just put your writings. The major aim is keep them, let them read up your writings, let them read it up, and right now what is really trending on Instagram is podcast. To take the words of the person in writing format and they put it out on that short video. The reason why you're going there is because of the video. Because even if you just write it there, it's everybody sees this, but the video will keep you on that page and you watch it to the end because of the video. And also, your title, although I didn't put this in the slide, your heading is also very important when writing, no matter what, be it an art, design, or whatever you're writing, your heading is also important. Let's say maybe you have a book and your heading is not interesting, you put up the outside having a good graphical representation, your title also needs to catch and also tell what the book is all about. It needs to be interesting, it needs to draw people so that somebody will say, okay, what's this guy talking about? Let me go in and read. And down to the media side of it, outside having a good graphic representation, after getting a good design or whatever, and the desired people you want to see this stuff, they're not seeing it, then your graphics is kind of useless. You should also have, like Sagosi was talking about selling your brand in the earlier section too. You also have to send your brand out. You have to send it, use your social media, Facebook, get a Facebook page, run ads, if it's possible get an ad manager, and just get your stuff out there. Tell those persons you know that are very close to you, that support your work, to share it on social media. Most times at the start it might not look like you're doing something good, but over time there's somebody seeing it that is not even liking it, or to give you a call later on, oh, this is what you do. Let me, I have something for you, I have this for you. But all these are very important when it comes to sending a writing out, for it to be really good, to catch the right persons you want it to catch. Because if your visual representation is not good, your rating is not good, and you don't know how to use the social media, I think these three, they are very important. Your visual representation, your content creation, and getting to the right community you want to get it. Because if it's something that is for teenagers, and the only person seeing it are people over 50, you wasted your time. So also knowing how to get to the right community is also very important for, like say the visual representation must be able to awaken the mind of your readers in the reality of your article or your book. So if you awaken the mind of anybody, you should be the right person. You won't send something that is for a 25-year-old to somebody that is tech savvy. You're sending something to someone that is something because he has a smartphone, not to the person to research your information. And also, before I leave, it's something that is very important that seems to be said, maybe not related to the topic. The world is changing very fast. And like Bible said, there was in the scripture that Bible was talking about the children of Issachar understanding the times and the things to do. If you don't understand the time that is coming, you'll be left out because the world is changing fast. Time is coming when virtually everything will be done on the shows, will be done by robots. So if you're looking for a job in LNG, time is coming when the shows will be doing the jobs in LNG and will be left out. So why don't you build yourself to the point whereby you'll be the ones creating the machines to be doing the job? Like our every brother here said, coding is very important. I've been into graphics for a long time, but coding is really important. I started learning because time is coming when, rather than just using people's app, why don't you develop your own? Because the robots, they will maintain it. Why don't you learn robotics so you can maintain the robots that in the nearest 10 years will be doing all these jobs? Why don't you learn coaching, content creation? Because the people making the robots, they will sell the robots and they will need to put content out there for the market. Why don't you learn writing? Why don't you learn things that robots can't do? So I think at this point, I call it the close, yeah?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so we try to make the open session very snappy because obviously I know some of us are like, we'll be here for a long time, right? Okay. One of the challenge we had was that two of our special guests took down the paper I took in the morning. Just, I think that was late yesterday. He called in. If you check on the flyer that was advertised, there is somebody who made the third resource person. He called in that for logistic challenges, we won't be able to make it. So we have to find a way to, how do they call it now? To manage the situation. Okay, then for this afternoon, we've had the three issues now. We've looked at coding, we've looked at graphics, and we want to have the third one now. But the issue is, should we have it? Have you seen the topic? Have you seen the topic? Should we talk about it? I'm thinking that that's my original presentation. And it's something I can talk about any day. But that's like what I do. So the issue is, what's the time now? How many minutes to 4? 14. Okay. So I'll use 10 minutes to talk about it. And then we will take questions. I want us to be here by 4. Okay. So where is Beatrice? Beatrice, hello sir.
Manager.
Where is he? Okay, so somebody tell me the topic. Okay. Influencing, trending rates, earning, and all of that. My food. Okay, so is Beatrice there?
Yes, I'm there. I need to take the
Okay.
pen drive.
Okay, so put it up for me. Where is it? Okay, let me begin by saying we've said already a lot of things earlier in the morning. During the panel discussion for the morning session, the issue of making money through your writing, came up again and again. Let me say that you have to build content and you have to build in value into that content for you to be able to make money from it. Am I clear?
Yes.
And this takes time, not like 100 years. If we are to run from here to that junction, some people will get there in less than 1 minute. Some people will get there in 5 minutes. Some people will get there in 10 minutes. Am I right? Yes. It depends. You have a right to the amount of speed you want to use. Are you getting me? Do not measure your speed with mine. Just like I won't measure mine with you. So, both of us will start up writing the same time. And then, in 1 year's time, I'm making ₦1 million. Are you getting me? While you are making like 10,000 in 1 year's time. Maybe in the next 3 months, you will start hitting like 10 million. And I'm still in the 1 million. I hope you know that happens, right? So, what we are trying to say is, it takes time for you to build your content, trend it, build value into it. Like what I do, why like people call me always, is because when it comes to news reporting, when it comes to promoting issues, promoting people, this is one area over time, when nobody was watching, I took my time. Just like calm down, that's my own area. So I just look at you like this. The simple things you know about yourself, when I bring them out, you like, am I the one he's talking about? Are you getting what I'm saying? It's something I've taken my time to train myself over. and over again. From 2008 to 2018, that's how many years? 10 years. Then I'm making money from it in 2019. You see the time? Some other people may have also got out in the share for themselves, and then they won't understand. They're making a lot of money. There are fellow journalists like me who were like 20, 30 years ahead of me before even I left school. But I'm somewhere like here, and they are still here. So you have a right, you have a prerogative to your own speed, to your own time. But the thing is, you have to build yourself. And the time is in your hands. Are you getting me now?
Yes.
It will take a lot of research, it will take a lot of hard work. Sometimes, even up to now, one of the things my wife complains about is every time you're on your laptop, every time you're on your laptop, you understand? But somehow, she's compensated for it when sometimes, you know, her account, there is a cleaning, you know what I mean? There's a cleaning, and then she checks, did you give somebody my account? I say, did anything happen to your account? He said, she just saw money. I said, okay, your account is automatically KRISTINA reports account, you understand? And so that's in a way compensates for some of that. But then I had to take my time. And even up to now, I'm still learning. But the ones I've learned, I'm practicing them. So we're talking about influencing, expressing, and earning through writing. That is the new market now. The current market is the global market. Are you getting me now? It is the global market. Almost everything you do online is business. I won't go through everything in detail because we are sending it to you via your emails. I hope you drop your emails. So we're sending, so I'll just summarize. So what I'm saying is that the online media is the new media. How many of us know Junior? Conga, Wish, Swish. Okay, somebody is catching up. So many of them. Are you getting me now? That's the new market. Now, when you snap pictures of yourself and you post on Facebook and you're smiling and you're happy, you're fine, that's okay. Somebody else is also making outfits. You know, like, I make this suit now and then maybe I'm a fashion designer, I make this suit, I wear it and I post. And then I also put it where you are putting yours. And then I put my phone number, call me for price and delivery. The same time you are advertising how you're beautiful, you're handsome. Somebody else is advertising clothes they are making. Are you getting me now? Or maybe they are not even making it. Maybe I just go to somewhere, maybe what do they call it, or somewhere, just get bail and all of that. I bring it home, wash them, iron them neatly, repackage them, and then I snap them. I just lay them out of my bed, I snap them one after the other. And then I go to the same Facebook where you are snapping yourself and posting. And I start posting those clothes. Or I wear them and they fit me. And I look cute in them. And then, now, while you are spending your data of 1,000 naira to look handsome and beautiful on Facebook, somebody else is spending that same 1,000 naira, making like 20,000, 50,000. The same platform. That is the world we are in now. Are you getting me now? And it's happening on Facebook, it's happening on Instagram, it's happening everywhere. How many of you know that when you click on a video, the adverts that you find on videos on YouTube, somebody's account registers? How many of you know? Yes, that's the new market. And you need to key in. Are you getting me now? You need to do what? Key in. You just go to Google, create an account, you go to AdSense, and then you put your YouTube channel, and then they check it out, everything is fine, the videos are original, the copyright belongs to you, and then they throw those adverts there. Every time somebody clicks on that video, those adverts pop up, you click on it, his account is reading. Are you getting me? That's the new market. Everybody is going there now. Like we talked about journalism. You know, how many people out of 100 people who read newspapers, before, like 80 of them now don't bother because the content is coming to them on their phones, on their mobile devices. I hope you know that. That is it. KRISTINA report officially is just 1 year and 4 months now. As in this November is making us 4 months, 1 year. But why are we everywhere? Because we deliver the contents to you direct. Are you getting me? We publish on our website, we share across social media platforms, all our social media, and we are everywhere. You understand? And then we come back to the messaging apps, email, WhatsApp, all of that. We drop it for you. You click the link, it takes you to the website, you read the news report, and these people, their report is okay. You understand? So the next time you have something to publish, our contact is there. You will see it, like I said earlier in the morning, you understand? You click on the contact and then you call, and then we are there. And you know, it's like magic as it is. See, there are some issues that they call, where are you? I say, I'm in Bonny. And they say, I'm in Port Harcourt. Okay, don't worry, just come, I'll pay your transport. They are paying for the least news reports. The least we charge is 21,700 naira. Are you getting me? Now, there are other ones depending on who you are, whether community, company, government, all of that. Some are as much as 150,000. Now, like the last one I traveled, they paid 150,000 and then they paid my transport separate. They paid for my accommodation, they fed me. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So when you build your content, and a lot of people are earning much more than that. So when you build your content and you build value into it, you make the money. And it is not only journalism. Are you getting? How many of you have heard of e-commerce? Heard of e-commerce? You know, you can build a website on your own. It's not for posting picture or anything. Just get products from people. You know, they just give you the link. You copy it, paste it on your own blog. And then, as long as it's running there, your account is running. It's all happening. So, when we send you the emails, you can open it and see all the details. But I'm just summarizing, you know, because of our time, we've been here for a long time, that the new market is the online market. Are you getting me? And now people are paying for everything possible. They pay for content writing, they pay for creative writing, they pay for adverts, they pay for you to post burial picture, birthday picture, whatever. They pay for graphics. They just do graphics of your e-flyer or their birthday event or whatever event, and you post it for them. But like I said in the morning, define what you do. Are you getting me? Don't just go about posting on Facebook. That was last year, sometime last year. Somebody I know, he called me that his birthday is approaching and he wants me to post his pictures online. I said, that's fine. He said, okay, how do we do it? I said, it's 12,500. He said, our birthday picture? I said, yes. You want your birthday picture on Facebook now, is it not? Is it not on Facebook? He is on Facebook, but he wants me to post it. And there's a price to it, is it not? If first we package him and we post it there. Do you understand? Put value to what you do. Are you getting me? Don't be wasting your data. For every 100 naira data you put on your phone, make another 1,000 on it. You do not owe anybody apologies. Are you getting me? It is your life. Like I tell people, as you see me now, I don't quarrel with people. I don't have issues with anybody. I have the other time we were having a family meeting, and then some issues came up. I said, I don't quarrel with anybody. If I will quarrel with you, please pay like 2 billion into my account. Once I get the alert, you will see quarrel that day. Hey, you will see real time, like full scale quarrel. You understand? Because the quarrel is valuable, economically valuable, is it not? And so I will put in all my strength. You understand? Anything I know I need to say about the quarrel, I'll come with it. You understand? But when that is not happening, what am I wasting my saliva, my energy, my intellect? Because I have to think the things I have to say to hurt you, right? That's a lot of brain work. So I will just think all those things for nothing. No, now. So I tie economic value to the things I do now. Are you getting me? And that is what we're bringing to you. Sorry, we don't have all of the time. But by Easter, we're coming back here. We're coming back here. And we're looking at the whole weekend. Maybe we'll start like maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and then we'll run all the way to Sunday. We do photography, we do graphics, we do digitization, we do coding, and not just the presentations, we do practicals. Are you getting me? Yes. By then, one of the things we hope to do, hopefully, we'll be able to get all the funding, to drive all of that. Is that you're sitting now, you're sitting in front of a laptop. Are you getting me? And then, as we are talking, it's not grammar. As we are talking and you are seeing it, if you put up a website, you go straight to the website on your system. You understand? Like now, we have a modem here. I renewed the subscription especially for today. But now we're not using it. You understand? So we're envisaging that by Easter, you understand there will be enough data wherever will be the venue. So everybody will be online. And that is why you see at the last minute was when we threw it open. Those of us who followed earlier, there was a registration, a link, or you come here to register manually. And for Easter, it will be strict. If you do not need it, you stay away. You understand? There are a lot of things to keep you busy. There is a festival, there is a golem. There is area in different places, about 3 places in Bonigo and dance. Any other thing you want to do. But if you want to empower yourself, hello, you want to empower yourself, you walk in here, sit in front of your laptop and gain skills. Expand the scope of your knowledge. You understand? So that, see, my own concept about life is that by 20, you should be giving back to your parents. Are you getting me? That's the way the real world works. We're in the third world. That's our challenge here. Imagine an American child at 20 living with his parents out. They're all done. Are you getting me? So we want to see how you can make money from any age. As long as you can use a phone, you can use a laptop, you can use any mobile device, and you can connect to the internet. Now in today's world, as I'm standing here, you can make money. Are you getting me now? Yes. Yes, you can make by writing. And I need to tell you, we are at a threshold. I told you earlier, 27 is coming, this road is connecting us. A lot of things will be written. Community profiles will be written. CVs will be written. I hope you know there are many people who don't even know what a CV looks like. They will need somebody to write it for them. People will be, a lot of companies are coming. Like about 1,000 companies will be involved in 27. And like more than that will be coming in. And they will be doing company documents, all kind of company documents. And they will need people to do this for them. Are you getting me now? Yes. Now, another growing trend is that people want to write about their communities. They want to document their histories. It's trending already. I have 3 jobs on my hands as I speak. 3 different communities. They just want to document their history. And one of them, I told them it will cost them 2.5 million. And they're not bothered. I was thinking that they would say, it's too much money. You understand? And they were like, okay, no, Wahala, let's just get back to you, just relax. They took the proposal away, and then 2 weeks later, they called me, please go. Sorry, we're trying to sort out one or 2 things to get back to you. I was thinking they would shout 2 million for history. You understand what? So that's where the world is going now. There are a lot of things to be written. Even events. People need to write proposals for them to take to whoever they need to sponsor them. Somebody needs to do that. Like the youth conference that is coming up next week, the Youth Resource Center is taking that job of packaging it for them at a fee. So the jobs are there. So your own is build your capacity. Are you getting me? Build your capacity. Connect. I'm available. If you can't, if you don't know where to reach me, once you get the truth, you're getting me. Are you getting me? We need to empower ourselves. And like I said earlier, I don't want to keep it to myself. What I know, what I can do. That's why I brought my friends together. Are you getting me? I said, let's do this. And we're here. And can I tell you, apart from my friend, the local government chairman, who provided the food for us, every other thing you see here is just us, from our pockets. Are you getting me? Because we want you to get this. So, I will close us with that. Is it 4 already now? Yes. After 4, okay, I'll beat my own time. Okay, so we'll just close with that. So, we'll send the materials to you by email. You look at it. If you have any questions, you channel it. If you go to YouTube, Facebook, everywhere, you see KRISTINA Report, you see I contact there. You understand? Though a bit results all our contacts. So whether you want graphics, ICT, whatever, you can reach us and we'll clarify. Our goal is to empower you like us. Are you getting me now? We need you to train. We need money in your bank account. It's possible that in one day you can have like 10 bank alerts in one day. It's possible. So we need to get down to it. So that said, can we rise as we bring this meeting to a close? Okay, Honorable Dr. Engineer Bitrus Babayo, our chief host, will come and close us with a prayer. If you have any questions, please channel this to me if you get to us and we'll respond.
Hi. Yes, please. Together we want to thank you once again for the time of the impact. We thank you Lord for all the resources that you used to keep us working on your address from morning to this time. Father, we ask for that you give us wisdom to turn every knowledge that we acquire this day to give it to the nearest people from the name of Jesus. Lord, in heaven, O God, even as we depart from here, continue to make impact in our generation, in our environment, in every interaction we have with both young adults and adults, in every way we find ourselves, continue to make impact on society in the name of Jesus. In the end, Lord, we make this world a better